Everyone, Colleen here. I just wanted to show you this little cup that I made. I got the original design from my friend in Launceston, Lorraine Rowland, and I just thought it was wonderful, so I thought I'd like to share it with you today. I've changed it slightly. I've made it an octangle instead of a hexagon shape, and yeah, I just really liked it, and I taught it in my class last week, and I thought I'd really like to show you how to make this one. So let's get started. This one here is done in thistle with thistle fundamental paper. The one we're going to be making today is using cotton candy fundamentals and cotton candy paper. So I'll just set all those over there. Now you'll need a piece of cardstock that measures 6 inches by 9 inches. You'll want 2 strips that measure 5/8 of an inch by 6 inches deep, and you want 2 of those. This little piece here should have been 6 inches, but it's a bit short, but that'll be alright. And it's 1/4 of an inch wide, and you'll need 8 panels at 3 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. Plus for the bottom you'll need a panel that is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 inches. So let's get started. We'll bring up our scoreboard. And we're going to score on the long side at every inch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you've got a longer one you just move across, but with this one we'll turn around and go, that one was 7 and that one was 8. So you would score to the 8-inch mark. We're going to turn it back in and score it at 1 1/2. Oh, excuse me, made a mistake there. Just colour it in, that'll get rid of it. You're not going to see that anyway. And at 5 1/2 inches. And that's all the scoring for there. Oh, and our 2 panel pieces here, our 2 arms, need to be scored at just 1/2 an inch. That's so that it fits on the inside of the mug. And that's all the scoring done. So now what we shall do is take our scissors, and we've got our 1/2 inch measurement here at the top, and we've got our 1 1/2 here. At the bottom we're going to remove just one section. And before we cut the rest up, we'll burnish and fold all our score lines. So that's the 1/2 inch one, and that will need folding back shortly, but we'll do that in a minute. I hope everyone's had a happy Mother's Day. Mine was eventful. I had my 3 grandchildren today. Cuties that they are. Right, so now that we've got it like this, I'll lay it so you can see. So everything's scored. We've got our 1/2 inch at the top, 1 1/2 inches at the bottom, and we've cut away that section. We're now going to cut up these sections here. So just, we'll cut it up, and then we're going to draw a line at 1/2 an inch across the bottom. I'll show you in a moment. And that's where we'll be adding the tape. Right, so what we're doing now is we're going to lay it flat, and we're going to measure in 1/2 an inch, just in a couple of them. And then we'll draw a line right across. You're not going to see this, it's going to be hidden, so it'll be fine. So just lay that on, line those up, and draw a line right through. That's where we're going to put our adhesive in a moment. So we'll come back to here, we'll put our adhesive across here. So that goes right to the edge. Now peel it up and seal it over. That just makes the rim of our mug stronger. Now what we'll do is we're going to re-burnish all of those top score lines, because now they have a double thickness. They just want re-burnishing. That's it, so they're all done. Now before we do anything else, we shall put our panel pieces on. Now choose the direction that you want them to go. Now there's 9 panels, but there's only 8 pieces. We're going to leave the last one empty, because that's going to be sealed in behind the other one. And these don't need anything more than the tape runner, because they're not going to be doing anything, just the design on the outside of the mug. But I thought this would make a lovely Mother's Day gift, even though Mother's Day is now coming to an end. I thought it would be lovely at Christmas time. I thought you could have some made up and popped aside, and someone who's had a bad day, just give it to them with a few coffee sachets in it, or tea bags or something, and say, you know, sorry that you've had a bad day, have a cuppa on me, something like that. You could fill it with hot chocolate and marshmallows for Christmas time, or just for our winter, which is started now, which has proven to have some really yucky days. At the moment it's only 3 o'clock and it looks like it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Right, so there we are. So that's all of those done. Now we'll set that aside for the moment. Yes, and we'll do our handle. Now what you need to do is you take your handle, and you're just going to go from the bottom and just curl the paper. I tried to do this after it was done, and it didn't work so well, so you need to do it beforehand. And then just run your tape runner down the centre. Place one on top of the other like so. Match them up a bit. There we go. And then push that bend in. And then we're going to take our little strip. That's what I like about these dots, they just rub off and vanish. Now I'm going to have mine so that it fits about there. Pinch it there and just lay it down the centre. Just like that. I don't mind that mine doesn't come right to the end. Oh, might need a bit more stuff on that though. There we are. Now what we're going to do now is take this last section and give it a kink backwards so that the handle is going to get like an S shape in it. So that's what that needs to look like. So we'll come back to this. Now we're going to add adhesive, 2 lots of adhesive on here, there and there. So the first one next to the score line. It could have been a narrower piece that I put in, but I just thought when you look inside the cup you don't see that sort of a ½ inch, it's a whole inch, so you don't actually see that join inside the cup, which I actually like the look of that. Yeah, so when she showed me this mug, and I loved it, and I just thought, no, it was brilliant. And I've been waiting for a moment to share it with you. So now, because they're all equal, just fold it over. Fold that one on the top and rub it down. And then come back up. Now what we're going to do, we'll fold it this way. We're going to add adhesive to just 4 of these, like this. So we've got that ½ inch line. Just run your tape across. Cut it off. And then snip up in between each one of these. which isn't hard because they're already cut. Now, to get the nice bottom on our box, we'll have the 4 adhesive ones on this side and the 4 plain ones on this side. And we'll just take one and we're going to bring its mate in, this one, and we're going to glue it there like that. So we'll just peel off our bit of paper. Now just take it to just so it just covers the line, and get them as square as possible. And then bring the next 2 over. So that they just cover. See how already the shape's looking even? Then the next one. So line them up so that they have a level look. And here's our last one. Like I said, it doesn't matter about those pencil lines because you're not going to see them. Ta-da! And there it is, all done. And go inside and just give it a little bit of a press down. And there's our mug. It just needs a little bit of tweaking at the top to get the right shape, but that's it there. So the next thing we'll do is add our bottom. Now we could do it with adhesive, with the tape, but I found the best thing is glue. And go right round the edges and just give it a really good coating with the glue. And then all over the bottom, just so that the and then take your bottom and lay it on. Put one edge on straight, so that it sits like that. We'll just run our pin inside it, our bone folder, to help it stick. And we just want that to sit for a little minute. And while we're waiting for that, and we'll do the handle in a moment, we might actually do our stamping. Oh, I've dropped my tag. Now I cut out my little tags from the Cricut. I can't remember which one it was on. I'll put it up on my blog. But anyway, I've cut it out of the Cricut and I'll have the size for you. I've got a little bit of twine here. This is the pixie twine. Just cut a little piece off. Before we put that on, we'll take our cotton candy ink, and I'm going to I want to do sweeping daubers first, so I can get that swept look on the inside. Now I'll go around the edge and deepen the colour up. There we are, that's all I wanted it to look like. Oh, I need that. Silly numpty. To do our high. And now we'll just take our bit of twine and thread it through the hole. Tie a little knot. That's probably too long. And then I'm just using normal tape to add to it, just to stick over a section. Now the back of the mug is here, so I want to put this towards the front. So, and then I'll just non-cooperative tape. Oh, I'll cut that extra off. Goodness gracious. So then that will just fit into there like that. And then I'll get a glue dot from over here, attach that to the back of it, and then just put it on at a jaunty little angle. I might even trim that up just a little bit. Fluff that out. Now I'm going to take the scissors and I'm just going to carefully follow the edges around and just trim off the excess, and that'll give me a really lovely flat bottom, and it hides any of the pencil marks. And there we have it. That's the bottom of the box. You wouldn't even know, would you? So now for the handle. So there's the back. Gee, I've put my thing in the wrong place. Ah, typical. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. We'll take a piece of this and we're going to add it across the 1/2 inch score line. And then we're going to take a strip and insert it just here onto the base. Just there like that. So that's what your handle will look like. Now we're going to take it. Oh, that's going to bug me. I wonder if I can move it. Yay, baby, I can. Woohoo! That's better. Should have put the handle on first. Lesson for everyone. Put the handle on, then put the label in. So now, with that bend there, we're going to add that to the centre of the join. If you wanted to and you were... Oh, crikey's. You could add that inside that join bit, but I find it's a pain in the bum, so I'll just leave it. Take this bit, and we're just going to bring this down and attach it to there, to just that section there. Get your hand in and press it into place, and there we have it. There's our cutesy little mug. So I hope that you like this little project and give it a go, and give it to someone who might be having a bad day, or give it to someone for their birthday who loves coffee or tea or whatever. So yeah, but hope you enjoy it. So till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.